Hello everybody and welcome back to the Cat Lady. Susan is here once again with the Queen of Maggots. She's just told us her mission for us, and she's given us a little bit of a taste of what will come if Susan doesn't do what she asks, which is basically going to be the eternal suffering, which seems really cruel for a woman like Susan who's already suffered enough as it is. So let's go ahead and talk to the Queen of Maggots again and finish up her dialogue. I promise we are almost done with the first chapter, and the game kind of does pick up a little bit more after that. Alright, what do you gotta say?
Susan, it's time to make a decision. The parasites are coming, whether you want it or not. You haven't really got much choice. You must stand up for yourself.
So this is the point where making the save would have been really important. You get an achievement for standing up to her and telling her you're not going to do what she asks, and you also get one for going along with it and saying, fine, what choice do I have? It really makes absolutely no difference in the story. If you tell her that you don't take orders from anybody, she basically flips and asks you why you have the audacity to not listen to her, you have no choice, you're going to suffer, etc. For the sake of being nice and not getting on the Queen of the Maggots' bad side, we'll just say we're gonna do what she wants.
Fine. I'll do what you want.
Excellent. I'm glad you have put your trust in me.
I haven't really got anyone else.
You shall not regret this, my dear. Lights up.
I think the other option is a little bit more interesting, but you do miss out on this additional dialogue that we're going to see with the Queen of Maggots, so that was another reason for just going along with it.
We're back in the house.
Yes, but there is something else that must be done. You cannot leave my kingdom before a sacrifice is made.
What? Isn't it enough already?
Do not worry, my child. This is a mere formality I am speaking of. The door to your world won't open unless you make a sacrifice of soul and a sacrifice of blood.
It doesn't sound good at all.
See those candles here? Just blow one out, and that's it. Like I said, it's just a formality. Then on your way out, you will have to shed a few drops of blood. Not much, just a bit. Enough to open the door.
How much exactly?
Don't be afraid. It's easy. Anyone can do it. Just a sharp scratch. Is that how you used to say it?
Right. Well, we can ask her a little bit more about it, just to get some clarification. Okay, so if you choose either of these options, she pretty much just tells you the same thing and doesn't really give you any explanation, so let's just go ahead and do it.
Fine. I'll do that. Wish me luck, strange lady.
I do. When you leave my house, head to the field. That's where you should be. Goodbye, my child. I'm not going to be far. I've never been.
Creepy. So again, it does not matter what candle you choose. Pick a candle, any candle. Let's pick this one. Why not?
They left me no choice, Alice. Maybe one day you'll forgive me.
See how easy that was? Now, head back to the field. You've got a job to do, Susan.
And I think you get the same scene no matter which candle you blow out. I wonder if I can blow out another one.
I think that's enough for now.
So that's kind of an interesting thing. Is blowing out a candle snuffing out someone's life? I don't know. Again, it's all up to interpretation. If you told off the Queen of Maggots, she won't be here, but it's pretty easy to figure out what to do on your own anyways. It'll save you that little bit of dialogue.
What the? How did I get back here?
And it all plays out the same anyways. So we're gonna be on the lefternmost side of the map. And all we need to do is just keep walking right through the forest and the fields. And we need to make that blood sacrifice in order to get back to the world of the living, and we can start meeting up with those 5 people, those parasites that the Queen of Maggots wants us to get rid of. So that's pretty much our goal. So now we're back at the hut, and we have that crowbar, which should allow us to get rid of these planks. And you can reach inside the hole and try and press the button. And poor Susan loses her arm. If you try to leave, the door closes. We can go back to this machine, which was talking about blood in the sacrifice earlier. So that's what it needs to get turned on. Drip blood on it. The door will open, you can leave, and that's kind of the symbolic thing. We're able to leave this world and go back to our home. Turn on the machine that allows us to go. And this is kind of the end of this chapter, so we get a little bit of a credit crawl as we leave, and we get some really good music too. I love that this game just sets all this up. It sets up the music and everything so beautifully. And that is it. We run to the right, going towards the white light. And that is the end of chapter 1. And we get to go right into chapter 2. I personally really like this chapter. And hopefully you guys will too.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay? You probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works.
Interesting.
You want to check if I'm nuts?
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
That doctor is creepy. We'll get back to him later.
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Again, these choices really don't make much of a difference. You can say whatever you want.
Susan Ashworth.
Hello, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Mrs. Ashworth. Please, don't try to speak. What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
So obviously this happens right after she commits suicide and comes back from the world of the Queen of the Maggots. I'd be freaked out too if my arm was missing and all of a sudden it wasn't.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you'd done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old.
Wow, a 124 over 70.
Lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
Her blood pressure is like perfect. And once again, we're sort of stuck in dialogue land here, and there's not really a great place for me to stop. Another horrible hallucination, I guess, if you want to call it. Poor Susan being burned.
Bad dream.
Okay, so this is probably a really good place to stop. This is our nurse Liz, the one we saw earlier, and she's coming back to talk to us. There are going to be some important dialogue options to make with Liz, so I'm going to walk you guys through that in the next video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and next time we will continue on in Chapter 2.